Welcome. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. You know the song, right? Tango is just in my head.
It's in your head. Anyway,
But
so
somebody might know the song because it's there. I'm not hallucinating. Anyhow, good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
Good too.
Yes, we hope everyone that is watching is having a great morning. But before we go deep into the morning call, let's first have a look at the headlines and we'll be right back.
Let's go.
President Paul Kagame, General Muhoozi hold talks on Rwanda, Uganda ties. President Paul Kagame on Monday at Urugwiro village met Lieutenant General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, with whom he held talks on the relations between Rwanda and Uganda. 100% healthcare coverage is possible if we all pull together, Minister urges. Steady as we go, but there is still a need of a big push to bring everyone on board. That is the message from the government and the Rwanda Social Security Board as the campaign and mobilization for individuals' contributions for universal health insurance for the next year gets underway. Will Smith says there is never been infidelity in Jada Pinkett Smith marriage. Will Smith is getting the record straight about his marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith.
So it's a great time to update you guys on what's happening, Kigali-wise, Rwanda and also abroad. Let's start off with the first story. Our very own, His Excellency President Paul Kagame and General Muhoozi hold talks on Rwanda, Uganda ties. It's actually a recent trend, and President Paul Kagame on Monday at Urugwiro village met General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, with whom he held talks on the relations between Rwanda and also Uganda. The two countries took, the two countries look to iron out the differences that have affected relations over the past 5 years. And so General Muhoozi, Uganda's senior presidential advisor on special operations and commander of Uganda's People's Defense Force, UPDF land forces, arrived in Kigali on Monday morning to meet with President Paul Kagame, a second meeting in 2 months with the aim of restoring Rwanda-Uganda relations. So no details of the meeting were shared between General Muhoozi, and recently tweeted that he had agreed with President Paul Kagame to return to Kigali for further discussions after a successful first visit on January 2022 laid the ground for the thawing process to begin. So the two leaders at the time agreed to reopen the Gatuna one-stop border post on January the 31st, a move which was welcomed by regional and also continental blocs. So despite the reopening of the border, President Paul Kagame said in February that there are more issues to be addressed with Kampala, including the safety of Rwandans who travel to Uganda, and also issue of subversive groups such as Rwandan National Congress, which is RNC, operating on the soil of the East African country. It is something that actually is happening. So no more details or any information that has been out regarding the meeting of President Paul Kagame and also General Muhoozi of Uganda. But so far, we hope that something good is going to be coming out of it, and we are surely going to get updates if anything comes out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, so heading on to our second story, which is headlined saying 100% healthcare coverage is possible if we all pull together. Steady as we go, but there is still a need of a big push to bring everyone on board, and that is the message from the government and Rwanda Social Security Board as the campaign and also mobilization for individuals' contributions for universal health insurance for the next year gets underway. Rwanda has become a case study for universal healthcare, especially for poorer nations. Thanks to Rwanda's achievements in this area, it is now clear that political will, universal healthcare is achievable. For Rwanda, however, there is no resting on the laurels. Upwards of 90% of the country's population have health coverage, but the government is determined to have at least 10% included. So the coverage starts with 3,000 Rwandan francs per month, per year, about $3, an amount which on the face of it should be manageable for everyone. There are, however, just over 2 million people who are unable to find even that, and for whom the government pays. The Minister of State in charge of Social Affairs at the Ministry of Local Government, Assumpta Ingabire, called upon local leaders to leave no stone unturned to make sure everyone in their local area is covered. She, however, reminded local officials that there is a world of difference between supporting people to get covered and putting undue pressure on them. With so many ways to help people make payments, achieving 100% coverage should not be an challenge. It might be understandable. For instance, the minister suggested that a large family might experience difficulties in finding the money needed to get the whole family covered, but in that case, they are able to pay by installments.
Yeah, it's just a great story, and health is an essential issue that everybody needs on a daily basis, and having it covered is actually at the better of everyone, and we hope everybody can be able to afford it in one way or another. Yes, so heading on to the next story, which is going to be our last. Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith come back in the picture, and this is Will's turn to speak. So Will Smith says there is never been infidelity in Jada Pinkett Smith marriage. Will Smith is setting the record straight about his marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith, and during an interview for the CBS Sunday Morning, the King Richard actor was asked about his unconventional marriage to his wife, including rumors over infidelity in their 25-year relationship, and he had something to talk about. So he says there is never been infidelity in our marriage, and he told Gayle King, Jada and I talk about everything, and we have never surprised one another with anything ever, he said. So the power couple's marriage has often been a topic of discussion, but Smith, who is Will Smith, welcomes the gossip, and I have decided that chatter about my life can be of a benefit to people then he explained, and I think the chatter is the first stage of having a real conversation and being able to truly explore if some of the things in your heart are loving and also poisonous. So back in July 2020, Jada Pinkett Smith admitted that she had an entanglement with August Alsina. Everybody saw it during her temporary separation from her husband, and I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Jada Pinkett Smith said during her Red Table Talk, I just wanted to feel good, and it had been so long since I felt good, she said. So August even claimed that Will gave his blessing to the relationship, but also Jada came in the picture to clear that she was on a break that Will Smith didn't offer any permission. So there was a point when the couple was unsure about their future together, but they were able to find unconditional love, and we never ever thought that we would make it back, she says. So however, after 25 years of marriage, they realized that their relationship can withstand anything. We ride together, we die together, a bad marriage for life, they said together. I love the combination. They're just a vibe. They talk like everything openly and freely, and I think it's what every relationship really needs.
Yeah, sure. So that was it for the morning call, guys. I hope we gave you the right information that you needed this morning. See you in the morning breakfast session.